First, it was the Zexal manga cards that got released in Premium Pack 2026, and now it is the 5Ds manga cards that have been added to Premium Pack 26, which includes brand new Junk support and brand new Red Dragon Archfiend support. You heard me right as I'm trying to fix my chair here. You heard me right. New Junk support and new Red Dragon Archfiend support are being added to Premium Pack 26, which I'm assuming, as I stated before, we could potentially be seeing those get released in none other than in none other than Maze of Muertos, which is a very, very high possibility. I don't know if that's exactly going to be the case, but we will have to wait and see. But I am not going to waste any time. I'm going to get... Actually, before I even get into it, I do have a quick announcement to make. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to be posting it a little bit later than normal. And the reason why is because tomorrow morning I have to have what's called an endoscopy. And the reason for it is because I've been taking heartburn medication for quite some time, and not to leak everything to the public, but I have to have an endoscopy to find out why I've been getting heartburn for so long. So it's either you'll be seeing the video a little bit later, or I won't be posting at all tomorrow because I'll still be loopy from the local anesthesia, which I might still be able to pull it off, but I'm not sure. You guys will find out tomorrow. But normally I would post on Threads what my next video is going to be. Which, if you guys have not done so already, and you actually have Threads, you can follow me on Threads. My ad will be in the description. Normally on Threads I would post what my next video is going to be, but for this one I'm not going to. Just because I really don't have an idea of what I want to do for tomorrow's video. So again, as a disclaimer, it's either I will post or I won't post. You guys will find out when that happens. So with that being said, let's get down to it. Kicking things off, we got the new Junk support, and the first one up is Junk Armor. Which again, because that these cards are being released in a side OCG set, it means that we're most likely going to be getting them in a set like Maze of Muertos, or potentially in a different side set, like maybe the Tins or something. Most likely it'll be Maze of Muertos or in another Battles of Legends set. I'm not entirely sure, but Junk Armor is a 2-star Earth Warrior with 600 attack, 1200 defense, and the first and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads: if this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. Second effect reads: your opponent cannot target single monsters you control with Warrior and or Stardust in their original names with card effects. Third effect reads: you contribute this card, special summon a Junk or Synchron monster from your deck in defense, except this card. So this is basically good fodder for Rhoda, for reinforcement of the army, because if you go Rhoda and you add this card to your hand, you can literally special summon it and then go synchro overtake, target junk synchron, reveal junk warrior, you special summon the junk synchron, and now you're off to the races from there, because you can sync them off into junk speeder, and you're pretty much just off to the races from there. And the best part is you don't even have to commit to your normal summon, because your normal summon will probably be another tuner monster to go into a big synchro, which is kind of cracked. This is probably by far, arguably, one of the best like combo extenders you could ever have for the entire Stardust deck. Like, it's absolutely wild. Next up, we've got Junk Meister, which honestly the artwork looks pretty sick. I'll give Konami that. They did really good with that artwork. 4-star Earth Warrior, with a measly 100 attack and 2300 defense. Yeah, 2300. That's a big ass. That is a big ass booty. All three of its effects are once per turn. That's what she said. Anyway, moving on from that. The first effect reads: you can reveal one warrior or Stardust synchro in your extra deck. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except synchros. Second effect: if this card is normal or special summon, you can add one junk card from your deck to your hand, except this card. Third effect reads: you can target one junk monster you control, decrease its level by up to 2. I mean, it's not bad. Personally, I think junk armor is a bit better. Just because of the fact that you really don't need to commit to a normal summon, because it's like I said with junk armor. If you go Rhoda search armor, then you can go special the armor, go play activate synchro overtake, you special summon junk synchron, then you go into junk speeder, you summon out a bunch of guys, and now you're in a position where your end board will be Cosmic Quasar Dragon, Shooting Quasar Dragon, Cosmic Blazar Dragon, plus like I'll say Stardust Dragon, set 3 paths. That right there is your end board with junk armor. With Junk Meister, while it is true that yes, Junk Meister allows you to manipulate the levels of your monsters, oftentimes level manipulation really doesn't work out that well, especially if you're going up against a deck that can also manipulate your own monster's levels, to which it's pretty bad. So I wouldn't say that Meister's good, but I wouldn't say it's bad either, because I mean it's a Cyber Dragon, which is good, but what's it gonna do, you know? Now into the Red Dragon Archfiend card. So the first one up is Overtuning, which is a normal spell, and excuse me, and the effect is a once per turn that reads as followed: if you control a tuner, special summon a tuner from your hand, deck, or grave. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except synchros. That really doesn't matter, because your whole extra deck is going to be nothing but synchros, so it really doesn't matter. But it basically gives you a chance to literally just go into just any guy. Like you can literally just summon out a guy from your hand, your deck, your graveyard, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. I am back. Sorry about that. Sorry. It took it. Sorry, I had to pause the recording. My grandmother randomly opened my door and completely forgot that I was doing this. So I apologize. That got taken care of. But anyway, moving on. So with overtuning, this basically gives you fodder to go to extend into even more of your plays. So in a deck like Red Dragon Archfiend, it can help you make Red Supernova Dragon. It can help you make it can help you go into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. You can literally do a lot of really cool plays with this card, and this is an easy like 2-up because yes, obviously it can count as a Monster Reborn. It can count as a special summon from the deck. It can count as basically a Cyber Dragon where you can just side draw out a tuner from your hand. Not too bad. But now we move into the final card of the video, and it is known as Champion's Pulse. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, Champion's Pulse is a normal trap with the effect being a once per turn that reads as followed. Activate one of these effects. During your opponent's battle phase, they gain 1,000 life points, then you can end the battle phase. When your opponent activates a monster effect, if they control more cards than you do, excuse me, special summon one Red Dragon Archfiend or Hot Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck or grave, and if you do, negate that effect, and if you do that, destroy that monster. Okay, so this is where I have a bit of an issue, right? Because the first part of the effect, your opponent gains 1,000 life points, the battle phase ends. This is basically Upstart Goblin, but without you drawing the card. The second effect is basically a Sakuretsu armor with a free synchro summon. Literally, that's what this card is. You can either treat this card as an Upstart Goblin, or treat it as a free synchro summon, and then you just Sakuretsu their monster right off the bat. But here's what's funny. The red Dragon Archfiend deck can actually use extra Foolish Burial. So if you go extra Foolish Burial and you foolish a red Dragon Archfiend, then you can literally extend your plays a little bit. You summon out just one guy. You set your entire you set some back row. This card being one of them, you pass your turn. Now if your opponent activates a monster effect during like let's say the battle phase, then you flip up Pulse. You summon RDA from the graveyard. Then you basically pop the opponent's monster. Now they really can't do jack shit. Honestly, if I'm being honest, out of all four of these cards, the two that I think are going to be the more meta defiers in the format, I believe is going to be Junk Armor and Overtuning. And the reason why I say that is because it's as I said, with Junk Armor, if you search it out off of let's say a Rhoda, then it acts as a Cyber Dragon, and you don't have to commit to a normal summon, because if you open with let's say Synchro Overtake, you can go overtake, target Junk Synchron in deck. you special summon it while revealing Junk Warrior at the same time. Then you go Junk Speeder effect, you summon out a bunch of guys, and you're pretty much just off to the races from there. And think about this, right? With the legendary 5Ds decks coming out relatively soon, which I don't even know if that set's even going to be released at all. But if you guys do know, if you guys do have any info on that, you guys can let me know in the comments. I do believe that Stardust might end up becoming the big meta breaker going into 2026, because with Junk Armor, we could potentially be looking at a Stardust deck that doesn't require a normal summon, which is possible, which is very possible. And then as far as overtuning goes, a bit of an Easter egg for you guys. This card doesn't just have to work on Red Dragon Archfiend. This can work on this can work on any deck that uses up synchros. It can be used in Black Wings, Stardust, RDA, Black Rose, Morphtronics. If you're able to make that deck meta, it can work with the Yummy with the Yummy deck. It can work on Blue Eyes. It can literally work on any deck that uses synchros. Literally, the extra has to be nothing but synchros. Blue Eyes has quite a few synchros, so that's not bad. So this card is definitely going to be a massive game changer going into 2026. As far as the other two go, I don't think Meister is going to be any good. I really don't. I think it's just because of the fact that if your opponent forces you to not special summon anymore, you will have to commit to a normal. And while it is true that they can add a junk card from your deck from your deck to your hand, there aren't a whole lot of junk cards. There won't be a whole lot of junk cards in the Stardust deck anyway, except for maybe junk converter, junk synchron, maybe a junk servant as a way to just get out more, get out another non-tuner body or something like that. So I mean, it's okay, but it can, but the level of manipulation is where I have a little bit of trouble with, because again, your opponent could potentially be playing a deck that can manipulate your monster's levels to where you cannot synchro. You would literally have to use up all of your resources to go into those specific synchros, which is not the best, I will say, not the best. And then Champion's Pulse, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I know I said it's Sakuretsu Armor, but it's Solemn Judgment. It's Solemn Judgment in a normal trap. So I mean, it's whatever. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.